Players like him, and he's carried that on into the NFL. What a terrific play there.
Yeah, a nice tackle for loss for the former Temple Owl, as you said, and the 30th pick in the 2011 draft. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Quentin Williams. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself, escaping the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals 1st down as well.
36 foul.
On 1st down, Wilson. Green brings it in. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Here we go. Here we go. This is Pittsburgh. It's on field. It's on field.
They start to drive with White. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. That one, 28 yards on the ground. They go right back to White here on first down. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll try the right side here with White. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 28. First down, here's White. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 3rd down, a run from White. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Cardinals 7, 49ers nothing.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half-second to make sure everything's secure. And here, he might have rushed this one a little, and it winds up no good.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. To throw is Wilson. He'll run it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6.
I don't think you got it.
2nd and 4.
Undercrunch. Slam. He's coming. Double up. He's
check.
Check.
Hold up. Let's go.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, he's got Green. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 37.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now Wilson on first down. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And brought down, but but not before they're inside the 25. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
36. Shit. Watch the shit. Do. Set.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
On 2nd and goal, Wilson. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Russell Wilson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect. And this remains a 13-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now White, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 40. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Flushed out right. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Ty Montgomery, his 1st touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Hauschka with the extra point, and it's now 13-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go.
At their own 32-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw is Wilson. To throw again. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Mark 55. Mark 55.
40, 40, 40, 40.
Mark 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And able to find Green. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Wilson now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
Mike, 55. Here we go.
Easy.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, 0. Simple,
To throw again, Wilson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Again, Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further as they get him down well short of the line to gain. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half, it's Wilson. He's going to air it out deep for Green. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it'll be an excellent return as he's all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
The third quarter starts with a run by Gurley. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From the gun, Wilson. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be a 2nd down. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Wilson. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Nazir Jones cruises in for the sack.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most.
And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, 49ers. James White, 77 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. Nazir Jones there on the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson throwing middle, and it's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 42. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll run on 1st down. It's White. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now a carry for White. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. From the gun, Murray eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Ty Montgomery with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Wilson operating from the gun. Open man is Ross, complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Gotta go, in and out.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the gun on third down, Wilson got a man. It's Ross, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. Now Wilson.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not at all. He came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson, escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Todd Gurley, his first touchdown on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
You remember me? Let's go, baby.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
He was brought down by Earl Thomas.
They stay on the ground with White, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On first down, it's Montgomery. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. And a gain of 4 gets them right to the midfield stripe.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line. A gain of 4.
On third down, they go Montgomery. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Card's going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll run for it. This is White. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. James White with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Hauschka now for the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Quinnen Williams in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. They'll run with White. And an alley to run. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical.